What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. I never thought that I would be holding the box that I'm holding in my hand right now. If you guys are new to the channel, you might want to go back a few videos to a video that I did on a little company named SoleSavy. And if you're not familiar with SoleSavy, SoleSavy is a paid community of sneaker enthusiasts whose mission is to help sneakerheads get the sneakers that they really want and not take so many L's. I made an entire video about how I felt about SoleSavy, and to say that it was criticizing would be an understatement. I dogged the company. The video got so crazy that they actually tried to get the video taken down. Like, they literally filed a case with YouTube to try to get the video taken down. They didn't win that case. But today, I'm actually here to present to you guys their latest sneaker that they made in conjunction with a couple of very famous top tier designers that was actually gifted to me from the company. What happened? How did we get here? We got a lot to talk about. Without further ado, let's get into it. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the SS4 by SoleSavy. I got a lot to say about the shoe. First impressions about the shoe as a whole, it's not bad. It's not a bad shoe. We're gonna get a little bit deeper into the shoe and what makes the sneaker so unique. And then we're gonna get into what I personally feel today about the company, how this happened, the whole 9 yards. But first things first, let's talk about the shoe and how the shoe really came to be. All right, as I mentioned previously, the SS4 was designed by two very prominent Nike and Jordan brand designers. That's Jimo Wong and Justin Taylor. If you guys aren't familiar with who they are, Jimo is pretty well known in terms of Jordan collaborations. The Cause Jordan 4 collection, the Off-White Air Jordan collection, a lot of really dope collections that are worth a lot of money. Jimo had his hands in those. Justin Taylor, over on kind of the signature athletic side, sneakers for people like Blake Griffin, Carmelo Anthony, people like that, Justin Taylor had his hand in those and designing those. So with the two of them teaming up together, people were really excited about what kind of magic they were going to be able to cook up. And what they came up with, along with Garrickson Studios, who's like the premier custom sneaker maker out here, top-notch materials, the whole 9 yards, they came up with the SS4. Now, true to its name, the SS4 is the 4th iteration from SoleSavy for sneakers available exclusively for its members. SS1 and SS2 were actually custom versions of Nike sneakers, the number 1 being an Air Jordan High, the number 2 being an Air Max 90, I believe. And then the SS3 started with their community-led custom-built sneakers from the ground up. Probably because Nike was starting to sue people for making customized versions of the sneakers and having to pay for it. So they probably got smart, teamed up with Garrickson, and started making these custom-made shoes, again, from the ground up. Now, the SS3, it wasn't that great to me. It was, I think, resembled like a tidal wave or something like that. I think they got the community to weigh in on that a bit. The SS4, I'm not gonna lie, is probably the better of the two community-led sneakers. I like the colors, I like the shape of it. Like I said, we'll get into it, but that's just kind of a history of who made this shoe and why it's such a big deal. Again, Jimo and Justin, that's a big deal having them on this project. So without further ado, let's get a little bit deeper into the shoe because there's actually some pretty cool Easter eggs in here. All right, first things first, because it's looking us in the face right here, you got the SoleSavy hang tag here. Now, the reference actually in the blueprints and the mock-ups of this shoe was to resemble the Nike Air Classic Orange hang tag. So SoleSavy wanted their members to have a little cool hang tag they could take off and make it a keychain as well. All right, now getting into the upper of the shoe here. First of all, let's talk about the overall shape and build of the shoe. Overall, this sneaker is made to look like a runner. This sneaker is literally giving any classic popular runner that you could think of right now. The midsole is giving me a little bit of Yeezy, just a little bit with how kind of more chunky it is. The upper, of course, is giving me like Nike Air Max 90-ish, kind of Nike Air Max 1-ish type with that slender kind of sleek heading down towards the toe box shape of the silhouette. So I'm not mad at what they did. They kind of hopped on what was really a popular wave right now in terms of a runner. Now with that, in the write-up about the shoe, they said they wanted to kind of blend different eras together. So classic runners along with more modernized, more functional, more technology-driven runners as well. And this is what they came out with. In the panels of the shoe, it's mixed between this black suede here and of course this white mesh netting. That same suede is down here by the mud guards. The interesting thing about the mud guards here is that it actually kind of looks like an S. I believe that that's what they wanted here. They wanted this to kind of look like an S, of course, for SoleSavy, and it makes sense because you have kind of the green shadow behind it, so maybe SS for SoleSavy. Maybe I'm reaching, I don't know. Taking the top down, look at the shoe here. Now, more of that mesh netting in the toe box of the shoe. Interesting choice. They said they wanted people to be able to wear the shoe without fearing creasing the shoe up. It was a smart idea. I'm not mad at that. Now, moving up from there into the tongue here, the tongue is kind of split in half. The bottom half of the tongue is more of that black suede. The upper half of the tongue is kind of this, I don't know what this material is. It's not quite like neoprene, but it's, I don't know, it's like this kind of, it feels like a coat. Like, honestly, that's really what it feels like. It feels like a coat, but like a really comfortable coat. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's kind of like this canvas-like material, I guess. But it's like a smooth canvas material. So I'm not mad at it. Like I said, it literally feels like a really nice rain jacket. Now you'll notice there's also some little hits of that black suede in the tongue as well, kind of in that Y shape. And I'm not mad at that either. Nice hit with the overall theme of the shoe, the color of the shoe here being this kind of greenish, blackish color here. So you got those same moss colored laces in the shoe. And then at the top of the tongue, of course, you have the rubberized SoleSavy logo with that little bit of green at the top of the tongue as well. Now moving back to the lateral side of the shoe, there is a really dope thing that I want to show you guys. First of all, there is neoprene around the collar of the shoe as well. So I do like the fact that they tried to incorporate breathability, flexibility, all that good stuff. So a little bit of neoprene with the mesh netting with the suede, I'm not mad at. But the really cool thing I actually want to show you guys, and really pretty ingenious, was that people that like to wear their sneakers a little bit looser, you guys see this little U-shaped stitching here, right here on the lateral side of the shoe? That actually is a secret holder for your lace tips. So you actually can put your lace tips on both sides, the lateral and medial side, in a little pocket there. Now listen, that's smart. Like, I gotta give y'all props for that. Like, Gmo, Justin, very, very smart, because as somebody who likes to wear their sneakers a little bit looser, this is very smart, because we are used to tucking our laces inside of the shoe, but having this little secret pocket here for your lace tips, not mad at it. All right, as I mentioned, midsole here, really interesting, kind of chunky midsole. This is probably an EVA foam inside of this, it feels like. So probably pretty comfortable to wear, especially if they're going for that comfy runner vibe. They have these little like kind of wave looking patterns on the midsole as well. Not mad at that either. More of that kind of SoleSavy green hit going around the heel of the shoe here from the lateral to the medial side. And then a TPU heel counter around the back of the shoe as well, around the heel. Now, this is pretty smart too. Keeps the heel stabilized, keeps the foot in place. Not mad at it. Also, 3M hits on this. Not mad at that either. Right here on the heel, you got the 3M hits over here by the S. You got another 3M hit down here by the toe box. So a little bit of 3M. I'm not mad at the 3M. I like it. One more thing about the laces. Again, you get the moss laces. You also get two sets of laces here as well. A black pair and this kind of cream colored pair of laces as well. So 3 choice of laces on this shoe. On the insole of the shoe here, a leather insole, which is really cool. A little bit premium touch here with the SoleSavy logo on the heel. And on the outsole here, SoleSavy going clear across the entire outsole. And you may be able to see it a little bit, but let's light it up a little bit more. The outsole, the entire outsole actually glows in the dark. Matter of fact, let's see how strong it glows. Yeah, that's a strong glow. The shoe really glows in the dark. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the SS4 by SoleSavy, designed by Gmo Wong and Justin Taylor. Again, it's incredible that you guys got them on board to actually help create this sneaker. So let's just address the elephant in the room. How in the world did I end up with these sneakers? Let's get into it. I was literally minding my business on Twitter one day when I randomly got a DM from a very high-ranking person at the SoleSavy company. Now, for privacy reasons, I don't want, a lot of heat to fall on this person. I don't want people on like Instagram or Twitter or whatever to like speak against the brand. I don't know, but someone that will remain nameless actually sent me the following DM. Do you have a crypto wallet where I can airdrop you our new SS4 sneaker NFT plus physical sneaker? I know we've had our differences, but as someone who actually appreciates a good sneaker and someone who calls out BS and moves the industry forward, it would be remiss if you didn't get one just on spite. You may know the designer Gmo. He's had his hands on the latest unions as well. Once you get the sneaker, and if you hate it, you can burn it or donate it. I just want to make sure you at least have your hands on it. Thanks, and again, no hard feelings. I actually enjoy your content and keep doing you. I love healthy criticism. Wow. So that's the other thing about this sneaker. So the way that this sneaker dropped, I've been a skeptic about like the whole NFT crypto thing. I got into it. I have a crypto wallet, but I've been pretty adamant about being very skeptical about the whole NFT craze. It actually feels like it's kind of slowing down a bit right now, but I know I got some homies that's really into it. So here's the thing. The way this sneaker actually released was via an NFT that they dropped that you had to have. And then it was like a members only exclusive deal. You got the NFT airdrop to you. And then you ended up getting on the list while the sneakers were being handmade. You could cash in the NFT for a physical pair of the sneaker. Now, it was interesting to me because the NFT at the time, based on what the Ethereum prices were, valued this shoe at around $600. But after the NFT drop, they actually released physical pairs of the shoe for about $300. So I thought it was weird that you could get a physical pair of the sneakers for about half the price as the NFT. But I mean, it is what it is. I guess they set a floor price and, you know, Ethereum goes up and down, so it is what it is. But I was just like, well, man, as a member, I feel kind of screwed if I ended up buying the NFT for $600 when I could have just waited and gotten the physical sneaker for $300. But it is what it is. So y'all know me. I was pretty skeptical about it. And for a second, I thought it was a scam, but I saw that it was like a real account and the person was real and everything. So I was like, all right, you know, I don't know. Like I found it really interesting, the fact that with everything that's happened with myself and the leadership at the company, because I know what y'all have been saying about me at the company, but it is what it is. Even with all that going on, it was very interesting that this person still reached out to me and kind of gave me this olive branch of sorts, despite the fact that they had tried to have my video taken down, despite the fact that I've been called everything from a cloud chaser to a bozo DP. I've seen them things that you said about me. And despite that, you know, I even tried to actually have a conversation with the CEO DP. Unfortunately, he actually declined the request to have a Twitter space conversation because I wanted to actually give him the platform to actually discuss SoleSavy and discuss the value add of SoleSavy, but it is what it is. So again, when the DM came in, I thought it was very, very interesting because I was like, shoot, I thought they hated me. Even with that, another message came in right behind it from the same person that said, PS, just in case it wasn't clear, I don't want anything in return. No tweet, video, etc. I genuinely want you to have a pair because in my opinion, these are some of the finest sneakers I've ever had my hands on. So I told him, okay, I said, all right, send me over the NFT, airdrop it to me, and we gonna see. So he said, NFT coming your way tomorrow. I'm pumped for you to get the sneaker, truly. So I followed the steps, and a few months later, I got the shoe. Not only that, but they gave me the whole package, like the whole rollout, just like every member got, despite me not being a member of SoleSavy. So again, looking at the packaging here, solid packaging. I'm not mad at it. Garrickson again did the packaging on the shoe. The future is near, which is kind of, you know, where SoleSavy is right now. They're looking at the future of sneaker communities and things like that. Little SoleSavy emblem on the front of the box there. On the back of the box, you see SS4 in Roman numerals there. You also see conceived on numerous Zoom calls during the COVID-19 lockdown, Beaverton, Oregon to Vancouver, British Columbia. So of course, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada is where SoleSavy is headquartered, is where it began. Of course, Beaverton being where Gmo and Justin were. So looks like they pretty much designed the entire sneaker via Zoom calls and mock-ups and samples and things like that. So it's pretty incredible that they were actually able to create this product based off of like virtual meetups during the lockdown. So that's cool. Now with the package, I actually got some other goodies. The first thing that they gave me was a Sneaker Freaker magazine, issue 47, which is dope. The homie Simply B actually just got a spread in a previous Sneaker Freaker magazine, but they did an entire spread about the SS4 in here. But if you guys really aren't really checking out Sneaker Freaker, you really should. Like this is a really dope publication to get. You guys should really pick this up if you can. Not only that, but they gave me a coupon for some Strideline socks along with an actual pair of plain black Strideline socks. From what I'm hearing, these are actually really, really good socks. And not only that, but they actually gave me 2 pairs of the members only SoleSavy socks as well. It says members only there. So thank you. So that's the story of how I was able to get the SS4 sneaker. The company literally reached out to me and gifted me with the shoes. So Super Duper Kyle 13, Lawrence, Fat Kid 11, and whoever else might have been talking about that, AK91, Joe, JY. That's how I got it. I didn't borrow anybody's account. I didn't sneak in under anybody else's anything to buy the NFT. I literally was just gifted the shoe by the company. So if you got a problem with that, you need to take it up with the leadership at the company and your own community leaders. don't bring it my way. So with all that said, I appreciated the gesture from SoleSavy. Let me just be on record by saying that right now. We've talked about the sneaker. We've talked about what it came with. We talked about how the sneaker came to be. We talked about how I got the sneaker. Now let's talk about some other things. First things first, the way the sneaker was made was really dope. The way that they described everything that went into the shoe was incredible and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this sneaker is like a 6.5, 7 on its best day. Like, let's just keep it a bean here. Like, the sneaker, again, the quality of the materials is not bad at all. Like, I'm really not mad at the quality of the materials. The sneaker just doesn't really look all that good to me personally. Just overall look of it. So again, like, you know, from the Garrickson perspective, the way the shoe was built, I think they did a phenomenal job. I think it was top notch. I just think that the sneaker is a little bland, especially for the price. And maybe that's what they were going for, so that it was kind of universally able to be worn by everybody in the community and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I think that the way that the colors came out and kind of the way that the design came out, I don't know, like it's interesting to me. I'm not mad at it. That's why I said, you know, it's probably like a 7. It's not bad. It's just not great. This is a sneaker I'd probably put on to like run to the grocery store or like maybe run a couple of errands. But, you know, I can't see this being a shoe where, like, if I got an event like that, I'm gonna throw these on. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I haven't seen these on the feet of anybody that was not either paid by SoleSavy, a staff member of SoleSavy, or an employee, or somebody that was going to a SoleSavy specific event. Like, I really don't see these on anybody's feet for like, what's your kicks of the day that you're wearing. But it's a good shoe. And I'm separating the shoe from the company. If you guys haven't realized that in this video, like I'm clearly separating the product from the people and the company. But let me touch a bit kind of as a final thought on the company itself and what my stance is with the company now that they were gracious enough to send me their sneaker. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed about the way that I personally feel about the company, the way that I feel about the way that they do their members, the way that I feel like they kind of have taken advantage of the sneaker community and the sneaker culture by almost, and I'll say almost, preying on people who were frustrated with taking L's. So they ended up taking the money of people, 33 bucks a month or whatever you're paying for the service, and promising them something that people are finding that they're having just as hard a time getting. But again, I think it's fixable. And here's the difference between hating on something and offering really constructive criticism and hard truths about something. Like, whenever something comes into the sneaker community, I'm going to size it up. I don't care who it is, I don't care what it is. And so when SoleSavy came about with the cheesy rollout they had, with the guy holding the shoe like this, that you could tell really didn't care about shoes for real, like, it bothered me. And it still continues to bother me because I feel like there's a crucial piece that SoleSavy keeps missing, but they keep inching closer to it without actually just leaning into it. About it. Like, SoleSavy is a cook group without the cook. It's like being in the kitchen with all the pots and pans but having no ingredients. It's like it's almost there, but you didn't like finish the job. You know what I mean? So it's like they have monitors, they have links, checkout links, add to cart links, all this stuff that feels bot-ish, but they don't actually have a botter that's actually helping members secure the sneakers that they're really trying to secure out here. And I think that's where I keep having the problem. Like, why don't y'all just get a bot? Like, my goodness, y'all already opened up Collect, which is a buy, sell, trade marketplace that's supposed to only be retail only. But the way that they're setting prices on the buy, sell, trade marketplace is the honor system of people saying what they paid for the shoe. So the clear way around that is just to say that you paid resale price for the shoe so that you can sell the shoe at resale price. So clearly you guys are inching towards resale and inching towards people being able to resell on the platform. So it's like, why not just go all in? It's like, y'all got money. I'm sure y'all got some of that VC money still. Just hire a botter, do add to cart links or do ATCs or whatever it's called, do pre-order checkout links, whatever you want to do. Let your members get slots with the botter. The botter cooks all the sneakers just like all the other botters out here. And now you're really making a value add for your members because people are really able to have a competitive advantage over who's really getting all the sneakers out here. People like me, manual users, we're not the people that you got to worry about eating up all the shoes out here and all the sites being sold out. You got to worry about the botters. And the way that SoleSavy is set up, you still got to worry about the botters. There's really no competitive advantage that people in SoleSavy have outside of the fact that maybe they may get a checkout link. So maybe some people, if they're lucky enough or fast enough, can get a shoe. But them botters have the same monitors, the same pings, the same alerts, the same everything that the manual group has in SoleSavy. So where's the advantage? And again, I know everybody thinks that I'm like some big hater out here or like I just hate the company. Like, no, like my thing is though, if you're gonna offer a solution for people in the sneaker community, offer a viable solution. Because what it seems like is that you're counting on people's ignorance to not know that the tools that you're offering are not powerful enough to give them a real advantage. So it's like people kind of feel like they have more of an advantage by having these monitors and checkout links. And then you have your couple of people that may be able to grab a shoe here, grab a shoe there. But overall, I've talked to a lot, and I mean a lot of people who have left SoleSavy because they said that they weren't getting their money's worth out of it. And listen, community is all well and good. Making friends is all well and good. But from a lot of people that I've talked to that have left SoleSavy, once again, what they did was they clicked up, they left SoleSavy and created their own Discord group, which I'm not mad at. Like, why would you pay $33 a month to talk to the same people that you can talk to for free? Like, community is a thing. I'm not mad at it, but like, let's talk about what you can get for free versus what you're paying for, like with SoleSavy right now. Like, honestly, like if you follow Soul Link, Soul Retriever, Sneaker Twitter, whomever on Twitter, you're going to get all the links and you're going to get all the raffle alerts. If you get the Soul Retriever app for $5 a month, you're going to get all the raffles that you need to sign up for. If you bump it up to the $12 a month, you're going to get the Restock Pro that gives you pings to all the restocks that are happening and you can check out right then. So you get all the links that you need, all the information that you need for free right on Twitter. The Twitter sneaker community is huge. People are talking on Twitter every day, giving each other hints every day, helping each other out with retail oops every single day. Then you have people that are leaving SoleSavy that are creating their own Discords, like I mentioned. That's also free. So when you strip all that away and you get into what it is that you're paying for, really, what are you paying for? A discount on French Blue 13s for the same amount of money off as people have to pay back into SoleSavy anyway? As a corporation that's VC funded, your VCs want to make sure that there's a value add. And right now, the problem with the value add being sold to the VCs, to me, feels like you're taking advantage of the community and getting what you want out of it way more than what you're willing to put into it. Because if you were willing to put into this community, what really would make this community feel good is like my guy JD on Twitter says all the time, where's the botting hood? Where's the Robin Hood of botting? Where's the person that's going to actually take botting to the next level by putting pairs back into the hands of people that are just trying to get their shoes and not trying to resell them? That doesn't exist on SoleSavy right now. So the infrastructure is not bad, but I feel like as a company, there's a lot of bells and whistles and stuff that's camouflaging the fact that there's not real value added at the core of what people are signing up for. People aren't signing up for SoleSavy and paying $33 a month to pay between $300 and $600 for your latest sneaker. People are not signing up for SoleSavy to get flown out to a Portland Trailblazers game or a 76ers game. People are not signing up for SoleSavy for what SoleSavy is able to do for the leadership. People are signing up for SoleSavy because they just want the sneakers that they're not able to get. And until you come up with a real solution that can really make a threat and a dent in the sneaker game out here, more and more people are going to keep leaving that platform. And you don't have to tell me, but I know that a lot of people are leaving that platform. I love this culture. I love this community. I love everything about it. And I want to make sure that the more that we're pouring into this community with our hard-earned dollars, you guys' hard-earned dollars, that you feel like you're getting a good return on your investment. Because them venture capitalists sure are making sure that they're getting a good return on their investment based on the money that's being poured into the company. So I just want to make sure that it goes both ways. That's pretty much all that I got to say about these. Now it's time for you guys to sound off down below in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the SS4 by SoleSavy, made by Garrettson Studios, designed by Jimo Wong, Justin Taylor. Were these ones that you guys were able to get your hands on if you are a member of SoleSavy? If you are a member of SoleSavy, tell me what you like about it. Like, seriously, Dialogue with me down below. Tell me what you love about the community, why it's dope to you. If you left SoleSavy, sound off down below. Let me know why you left SoleSavy. If you feel like you weren't really getting your money out of it or whatever the case is, I'm really interested to hear either way. Of course, right down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the SneakerPhetish family to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the SS4 by SoleSavy. And until next time, I'm out.